Hey, I am back for a brief update. I don't think I'll go back to weekly, but hey, you never know as I continue to move things forward. Okay, so just really quick updates on everything. So, Showdown at Serpent Ridge, the Old West Flintlock Gunpowder Fantasy, probably Gunpowder Fantasy, is on submission again. I'm submitting it to the final of the publishers that I'm going to submit it to. These have to be publishers who don't require you to have an agent, because I've had 202, I think, pass on it, which is also a pass on me. So that's too bad. And it's a tough industry out there, and they have to be excited about it. And if they're not excited about the story and excited about working with me, I'm not excited about it with them either. But I'm excited about the story still. Oh yeah. So that's on submission with second or third of the no agent required publishers that I am interested in working with. So we'll see how that goes. Furthermore, my memoir has been on submission with an agent for almost 2 months now. We shall see. I don't know what kind of time needs to pass for me to feel like, never mind, he's not going to say anything about it. But we'll see. He seemed like a good feller who may be willing to take a risk on a guy who's not famous yet. I don't want fame, except for fame sometimes brings regular residual income. So I want that because I'd like to be able to just support my family and support retirement. Anyway, let's see, there's that. So the memoir and Showdown at Serpent Ridge. I'm also working on an inspirational nonfiction project. It's just something I'm working on that I'm feeling very strongly drawn towards. I love it so much. It is challenging me. It is pushing me. It is also breaking and healing me in some ways. It's a surprisingly wonderful experience to be working on this one. I'm about, I think, 10,000 plus words in. So happy with it so far. I have also written and finished 2 new short stories this year, actually in the last 2 weeks, because I wrote the first drafts of them on a writing retreat last week, which is great. At the writing retreat, by the way, I wrote between leaving on Wednesday late morning till getting home very early afternoon Saturday, I wrote 26,000 words. So that was pretty cool. Okay. So I wrote 2 short stories. That's part of what I was writing there. One is called The Eighth Seal. It's for an anthology that I'll talk about another time, and we'll see if it can get in there. I'll tell you about it if it gets in there. If not, I'll try to find some other place for it. I really enjoyed writing it. It's cosmic horror. I don't really write horror very much, ever. So then the other one is just straightforward science fiction, kind of a time travel, spec fic science fiction story that I'm going to shopping around already. So we'll see how it goes. And then lastly, I do want to keep going on Sunlight, my more modern thriller, which I'm very excited about. It's been fun, but I haven't put any new words on it. I'm going to work on that. So the fresh words I'm going to start working on will be that one, this kind of modern day adventure thriller in the vein of Taken, and Baldacci type stuff, and old, really, really good James Patterson type stuff, like the Alex Cross stuff, but not quite as procedural, at least on the cop side or the legal side. And I'm going to write another short story. So I want to have 3 short stories written by the end of the year, and I'm well on the way. My goal is also, it's kind of a soft goal, but it's a goal. I want to write 200,000 words this year. I need to get back in gear because I'm only at about 130, not even 130,000. I can do that if I can really just buckle down and get stuff done. So I feel like I was taking a breather after a very intense 3 days of writing retreat. That breather's over. It's time to get back to work. So I'm excited about new words, and I'm excited about trying new places to send things out to. This feels like it's absolutely progress in the right direction. I mean, obviously no publisher has picked me up. Certainly not one that I'd want to work with. And my last little thing is there's, for you writers out there, there are some real gross scams happening out there right now, where people, they're just really predatory. Be careful with what you say you'll give money to. Double check and be sure that they really can fulfill the promises they're giving you. So one really common one is like, I am this person from a book club, and boy, your book is just living beneath its privileges, you could say. It's just not getting the attention it needs, and it's so heartfelt and so sweet and good. And they'll be very specific about your book that they want to feature in their book club. Well, this is an AI written thing where the AI writing thing has been given the command to basically crawl through your bio, read through the book, maybe on Kindle Unlimited, which is a shame, but yeah, you're not getting anything for that. And then to pull things out and make it seem like a real person has written this after reading in great depth and falling deeply in love with your work. It's a really ugly scam. Don't fall for it. Pretty much if somebody says they're from a book club, that's a scam. Don't fall for it. If it just seems so good, though, feel free to write them back and ask immediately. So what is the fee attached to this until they actually answer? And if they're going to get there's going to be a fee. Say no. They cannot deliver what they say they can deliver. It's exposure kills, friends. So that's my word of advice for you today. Thanks for tuning into this author update. Another one will go up relatively soon. I think I'll probably have some results from the submissions I've got out there before too long. One big goal is to have enough short stories by the end of like February or March that I can start working on a fun anthology that I'll put together of my own stuff. And there it is. I'll talk to you on the next video. And until then, you keep working, you keep writing. Remember, AI has no soul. It has no art. It can't really make artful mistakes that make our art. Okay? See you next time.